So welcome back, my name is Magbobo, and today I'll be showing off this little weekend project. So I've had this LTT screwdriver quite a while now. It's a ratcheting screwdriver, so you can spin it this way, spin it the other way, but it locks up if you try to go the opposite direction. So I thought I'd try to recreate this. I've looked at designs from LTT and MegaPro, and all these designs have really small metal ratchets, but I thought I'd try to recreate that with plastic. So after a few iterations, I've come up with this design. So starting from the base, this part is print in place, so this prints all in one go. You'll see this part spins, but it can't actually come in and out. And that's achieved only for 3D printing, and it can't be taken out or assembled, and is built up layer by layer. So if you look on the top, you actually have two ratchets going around in different directions, and that's actually what's responsible for making this whole thing work. To switch between the left ratchet and the right ratchet, you have this little slider. So this pops into place down here, and then you can move it from one side to the other. It is quite firm, because I printed this out of PLA. On the main model it is made from PETG, so it is a little bit easier to move back and forth. So next up is this little spacer. It just holds the little ratchets inside here and here, and it lifts one up so it only meshes with this gear, and the other one only with the bottom one down there. The ratchets themselves are really simple, with just these little shapes. They have really small cutouts here for magnets, just so they're in the same position every single time, and also they don't fall out. Now you'd use an M3x20 bolt and put it through the top. At the bottom you have slots for nuts. This is how it's supposed to look like. So originally I was thinking about using these little springs to go along the edge right here, and then click back and forth. But these are quite big, so I tried looking into compression springs with these plastic ratchets, and I found these ones. These are quite big, couldn't really get them to work, but then I realized I could probably use these. However, these were a little bit too small, they didn't have a lot of movement, and they were just quite stiff in general. So then I ended up using these magnets right here. They go in here, and down here at the bottom, and in the ratchets like I mentioned before. So I've quickly put this together. This is what the mechanism mostly looks like. When it's on the other side, this one's not engaged, but once you click it over, now it is engaged. Now once you turn it, it more or less locks into place. Like I said, I don't have anything here. This is just a visual demonstration. When you slide it over the other side, this one disengages, you can spin however you want, and the one down here engages with the gear. Now to move this back and forth, you have this little slider, that also goes in there, and sandwiches everything together, so it can move left and right. And over the top, just a little cover, that screws into there and down there, and keeps the whole thing contained. Now if I get out the main one, I'll demonstrate what it sounds like. So these little arrows indicate which direction it's going to spin in. There's actually almost no friction because I put oil around the edge, and it makes it sound a lot nicer as well. There are no bearings here, and it slides really well. And if you flip it over, it spins the other way. And then it doesn't actually go the other way. If you force it, the middle switch does go into the middle, like that, and changes over. And the force required to push it to the other side is determined by how strong these are. So you can also hold this front side and spin the back side, and you can get it to spin. And you can get it to spin a lot faster. On the back side, it just looks like this. This part is printed out of PETG, and it just goes over from side to side. I found this mechanism to be quite reliable. Nothing is broken so far. Even by switching back and forth. The little pins on this side have been absolutely fine. You'll be able to implement this probably wherever you want. If you take a core principles out of this, you could have some kind of dial that only spins one way, but if you click it over, you can spin it the other way. Or maybe if you have this fixed, you can only spin it like this. That spins like that. I mean, who knows, you could use that for all sorts of things. Maybe for precision controlled something or other, maybe for camera rigs, like levers, arms, who knows. And I mean, that's about it. I have a little montage that I put together, and thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, it is a really new channel, and I'll be making more electronic stuff and 3D printing stuff later on.